Given the fact that half of the population will spontaneously experience a lucid dream in their lifetime, it is safe to say that humans have been lucid dreaming ever since we could dream. Let's take a very brief look at lucid dreaming through history. There have been possible documentations of lucid dreaming in ancient Egypt as early as 3000 BCE. Ancient hieroglyphics and paintings from this time depict a sleeping body and a bird with a human head hovering over it. This is directly translated as sleep awakening and is thought to be depicting some sort of out-of-body state associated with sleeping. Could this be lucid dreaming? Ancient Egyptians regarded dreams as sacred, and they were thought to be visions and prophecies from the gods. Dream interpretation was a very important role, and was only performed by a priest in the dedicated sleep and dream temples. That's right, the Egyptians had entire temples dedicated to dreams and their interpretations. One of the most famous examples of dream interpretation in ancient Egypt is the story of Pharaoh Thutmose IV, who claimed that the god Horus appeared to him in a dream and promised him the throne if he cleared the sand from the Sphinx. Thutmose followed through on the dream's instructions, and sure enough, he became pharaoh. The first definitive textual description of lucid dreaming can be found in the Upanishads, a Hindu oral tradition of spiritual lessons, in the year 1000 BCE. This text describes the practice of yoga nidra, which is a series of relaxation and meditative practices aiming to attain a lucid sleeping state where one is aware of the dream state and the external world. This fits Paul Tolley's description of a fully lucid dream, being aware of the dream and having a working memory of waking life at the same time. Tibetan Buddhists have a similar practice that they call dream yoga, which has been practiced since at least 800 CE. Dream yoga is the practice of falling asleep consciously and practicing yoga while inside of a dream for the purpose of spiritual growth and self-discovery. Dream yoga is practiced by Buddhists to this day, and their techniques are heavily influential to modern lucid dreaming techniques. Ancient Greeks, like many ancient cultures, also believed that dreams were divine messages from the gods. Aristotle, famed Greek philosopher, addressed lucid dreaming in his Treatise on Dreams, written around 350 BCE. He was the first philosopher to discuss self-awareness in dreams. He wrote, "Often when one is asleep, there is something in consciousness which declares that what then presents itself is but a dream." He goes on to explain a lucid dream that he had, saying, "During my dream, I suddenly became aware that what I was now experiencing was just a dream." You can't explain it more directly than that. Overall, the ancient Greeks viewed dreams as important sources of insight and guidance. They believed that dreams could reveal hidden truths and provide valuable information about a person's emotions and state of mind. Dream interpretation was an important practice in ancient Greece, and dreams were considered a powerful tool for self-reflection, divination, and healing. The god Asclepius, the patron of medicine, was said to have the ability to heal people through their dreams. Temples dedicated to Asclepius were often used as healing centers, where individuals would go to sleep and have dreams that would reveal the cause of their illness and provide guidance for their healing. Sound familiar to another ancient culture? Did you know that the first complete lucid dream report was recorded by a patient of St. Augustine, a Roman theologian, in 415 CE? His patient, Gennadius, details 2 dreams in which he had a conversation with what he described as a dream guide. In the first dream, a guide appears, and then on the following night, the guide returns and Gennadius recognizes him. When questioned, the guide tells him that they met in his dream from the previous night and that he is again dreaming, and that this is what it is like after death. Thomas Aquinas, an Italian theologian and Catholic priest who lived from the years 1225 to 1274 CE, was suspicious of dreams. Throughout the Christian Bible, God routinely communicated to prophets through visions and dreams. However, Aquinas opined that dreams had various origins, some of which were from God, but others had demonic origins. Because of the possible demonic origins, dream work was discouraged and later suppressed entirely. This attitude towards dreams still echoes on until this day.